Hi guys, so this morning I decided that I wanted to vlog my virtual training day today, going through my A-STEP program. So this week is virtual, next week is in person in Tennessee, and I just clocked in, so I am going to log into Sleep ISR, and that is on the AASM, American Academy of Sleep Medicine. Well, it's isr.aasm.org is the website, and it's basically Interscore Reliability Assessment System is what they call it. I'm doing the scoring course as part of my A-STEP homework because it's supposed to help us learn how to score sleep studies. So part of our homework last night was to do lesson 2. I already completed lesson 1 yesterday, so I'm gonna do lesson 2 and then hopefully be able to work on a few things before class starts. But I've got like 2 hours before class starts, so I've got time.
While the right eye electrode records a negative deflection. Eye movements should cause opposite deflections from each eye. If the signals move in the same direction, then it is unlikely to be the result of eye movements. Rather, this is most likely other brain EEG activity being picked up by the eyelids.
Okay, so I just finished doing the ISR lesson that I had to do. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would. Like, it is now 10:15, so I have 45 minutes before class starts. But I ended up practicing some scoring with the different sleep stages and like practicing recognizing the different sleep stages and what the different features within each sleep stage are, like sleep spindles and K complexes and things like that, which might sound overwhelming to you if you don't really know anything about sleep, but each sleep stage has different characteristics that can help you stage that, if that makes sense. So anyways, I am going to check and see if I have any messages on Epic, and then I'm going to start getting ready for class. Okay, so we are on lunch break now, and I decided to get this. It's a pasta salad. It had grilled chicken in it, bacon, onion, cheese, and of course pasta. And I got an Uncrustable from the cafeteria because I wasn't sure if I wanted to eat the pasta or the Uncrustable. I'm probably going to either bring this home with me or put it in the work fridge with my name on it, of course, so then it doesn't get eaten. And then I always like to get their grapes. They usually have some really good quality grapes, as in not nasty and good flavor and fairly decently sized. So they used to be cheaper than this. Like, now they're charging us $1.25 for a bag of grapes. They used to be just $1, so they keep upping the price. But I am super excited. I just had a meeting with my instructor for the A-STEP class one-on-one, where she kind of went over my progress, how I'm doing. She said I'm doing really, really good, and she thinks that I will be ready to sit for the CPS GT exam basically as soon as I'm done with the class. And she feels like as long as I study and give myself enough time to study, sorry, I have hiccups, that I should be ready to sit for the RPS GT exam by summer. So I'm really happy to hear that. The only thing I'm really struggling with right now is like a couple of different scoring things. I'm getting it for the most part, but there's a couple that are like really close in the way that they look. And that kind of confuses me because I will say it's one, but it's really the other one. So I think that with time, I will get better with that. I just have to give myself time to get used to how you're scoring sleep studies and get used to the different stages and different events and things like that. So anyways, I'm going to go enjoy my lunch. We actually have an hour lunch break today instead of a 30-minute lunch break, just because she's meeting with each of us one-on-one to kind of go over our progress and things that she's noticed and answer any questions we might have. So I'm going to go watch a few TikToks and eat my lunch.
FOMO. I know that one. Fear of missing out.
Yep. The sentence example is, I come into the office every day because I have such bad FOMO. Not sure if you'd be wanting to go in the office, but does anybody still say FOMO? I feel like that's a dated slang term. But
I guess it just pertains to the situation, you know. If you talk about things that go viral and you just gotta have it, yeah, that's FOMO. If you're willing to pay more than what it's worth, yeah.
So we are on our last break of the day. We've been talking about alternative treatments for sleep apnea, CPAP titrations, bi-level titrations, the basics of bi-level therapy, and a few other things. But we have a couple more topics to go through, and then I think we're done for the day. We have about an hour left before class needs to be done with. So yeah, anyways, looks like people are starting to come back into the class, so I'm gonna go. So I am now done with class for the day, and it really felt good to hear from the instructor that she feels like I'm doing really good and that she thinks that I'll be ready as soon as I'm done with the class to take the CPS-GT exam, and that she feels that I will be ready to take the RPS-GT exam by the time summer comes around. So it just felt really good to hear that from the instructor who, you know, has worked in sleep medicine before, has worked as a sleep tech. It kind of made me feel good inside. I took my exam for today. Hopefully I did well. There were a couple questions that kind of tripped me up. I've been kind of handling a few things in the sleep center for tonight. One of the patients that was supposed to be coming in for a sleep study tonight had to cancel because of the weather, which is completely understandable. And he kept saying, well, you know, I feel so bad. And I kept telling him, no, it's completely fine. You know, we understand because of the weather. We don't want you to put yourself or your child at risk, you know, just to come and do a sleep study. So anyways, I have 2 minutes left and then I'm out of here. So thankfully the weather is a little better now than it has been all day. So hopefully it stays that way just long enough for me to get home at least.